And why we have cancer? You may ask, why? Okay, here's a research done in University of California as a DNA damage from micronutrients deficiency is likely to be a major cause of cancer. And what's called micronutrients? When we talk about the nutrients, what's in your mind? Well, it must be like bread, rice, noodles, vegetables, beef, chicken, fish. You may think all those kind of called nutrition. Actually, when we talk about nutrition, we should understand there are two kinds of nutrients. One is called micronutrients. What's micronutrient means? Micronutrients is your body is ready to use it. Okay. Macronutrients, we talk about vegetable fruits. It needs your digestive system to digest it. Then absorb the micronutrients in the macronutrients. So you need to digest. So, but unfortunately, today's food, in the food, we lack a lot of micronutrients in the macronutrients. That's the reason cause cancer. Macronutrients like folic acid, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin E, iron, zinc, all of this kind of thing, this is called the micronutrients. Okay. So it's really bad, another bad news, even for a healthy person, due to the internal toxins in our body, there are 1 million of cells becoming cancer cells daily basis. So every day we have 1 million cancer cells created in our healthy people's body. Now, why somebody develop into cancer, somebody just never? Because it really depends on your immune system, your body. How well is your body can clean up all of the cancer cells. It does not allow them to develop into tumor and spread out into your body. That's really bad news, right? But we do have good news. New researches show that cancer cells are reversible. What does that mean? And say, hey, under certain conditions, a cancer cell can become a normal cell. Okay, here's the research. Here's research said breast cancer, reversing the process, and said by manipulating cellular microenvironment, they just reversed the breast cancer cell to normal cell. It's not just one research, the more research. This research is done in Northwestern University, so reversing cancer cell to normal cell. So looks like a miracle. Say, hey, what's going on? Yeah, but we actually today, scientists understand why and how a cancer cell can turn into normal cell. So tonight I'm going to share with that to you. Here is a research a report saying cramping tumors. That's reported in January 18th, year 2007. That's 2 years ago. So an old observation about cancer cells may lead to a new treatment. Yes, we do have a new treatment on the horizon. But can you believe this? The new theory, the new treatment is based on a theory discovered at year 1930. That's almost 80 years ago. And scientists already understand, already proposed something about cancer and how to treat it. So 80 years later, still need a Dr. Penn, talk this to you. But this medicine doctor, medical doctor, they still don't know yet. Okay, here's the exciting day. That's March 13th, year 2008. That day, I was read the health news every day. So Saturday said, hey, fundamental process for tumor growth explained. I was so excited to say, Now we finally understand, why a tumor grow. It's this is research done by Harvard Medical School. Then I go to the Harvard Medical School website and say, yes, and say, substitute the protein in energy pathway stores cancer growth. They discovered a switch inside the cancer cell. So if we can turn the switch on, it's cancer cell. If we can turn it off, it's normal cell. They demonstrated in the lab. So they discovered molecular switch in cancer cell. They claim we have yet to see the exception of a cancer cell that does not have the M2 version of pyruvate kinase. That's telling they all seem to have PKM2. PK means pyruvate kinase. So PK. The PK has this kind of protein, right? It has two kind of form called M1, another called M2. So M2 is the cancer one. So said the Lewis Cantley, this is the professor, and Matthew, this one, this lady. They said we found the switch. Also, the profoundly discovery is there is no exception. So every cancer cell has that switch, no exception. I was so excited. So if that's true, then we found the solution of the cancer. This is the Professor Craig Thompson. He's really famous. He's a really prominent professor and researcher in this cancer research field. And he did a lot of research work to study cancer. So she's working in University of Pennsylvania. He's a director of the Abramson Cancer Center of the University of Pennsylvania. Okay, this is the later. This is a research paper the Harvard University team published on the Nature. You should understand, Nature is the #1 science magazine in this world. So what I say, the switching pyruvate kinase expression to the N1 and that isoform leads to reverse of the Warburg effect. Actually, I already showed you the previous slides. 80 years ago, when Dr. Warburg proposed certain mechanism of cancer cell, it's called Warburg effect. Now, if you can switch in the PKM2 to PKM1, you can reverse the Warburg effect. What does it mean? This means cancer cell become normal cell. This is more exciting news happened this year. Is May 22nd of year 2009. So the Matthew and the Lewis and the Craig Thomas, they joined together. They put all of the cancer research happening in less than 20 years. They put them together saying, this is what so far at this point, this is scientists know about the cancer. So they put everything together. So now we have a big picture of the cancer. Okay, here's normal. This is a differentiated tissue. Now, cancer cells is non-differentiated tissue. So for normal tissue, it needs oxygen. Then it needs glucose. Then glucose with the oxygen will become the pyruvate. Now, pyruvate will be turned into the mitochondria. I will talk about mitochondria later. Combine with the oxygen and turn into carbon dioxide. And then it will generate 36 ATPs from one molecule of glucose. Okay, if we don't have oxygen for normal tissue, it will be pyruvate and become a lactate. Okay, it only generates 2 ATP if it goes this way. So ATP, what's the ATP? ATP is the energy. So you have 2 ATP energy here without oxygen. You have 36 ATP here with oxygen, So with this route, so we can get a lot of energy from glucose. Okay, we have tiny energy get from the glucose without oxygen. So this energy we call free energy. So you actually can get it from the glucose and you can use it. Okay. But for tumor, inside the cancer cell, even you have oxygen or without oxygen, doesn't matter. Glucose, only 5% will go to the mitochondria and then become a carbon dioxide. 85% it become lactate. So it's very acidic, it's very inefficient in the means of energy generation. So that's that's a difference they discovered. Okay. Here they put all last 20 years in thousand research paper and I think even 1,000 scientists' work put together in one picture. Say, hey, this is what's going on inside the cancer cell. This is mitochondria, this is glucose, this is all of the gene promote the glucose intake, and then created the PKM2 here, right? This is PKM2. Once you have PKM2, it will only 5% of glucose will go to this mitochondria. Now, most of them will go this way, become the lactate, right? So also we have fuel promoter and the glutamine. The glutamine is from protein, from meat. So glucose is from grain, from the rice, noodles, potatoes, right? Tyrosine, this is the cancer promoter. So this is from meat, protein too. So this is a three-way. I tell people I'm a physicist, I'm not a biologist. What I care about what's into this cancer cell. I notice glutamine and tyrosine, these two things will promote cancer. The glucose will promote the cancer. If I cut glucose, cut this kind of protein, then cancer cell will die. That's my simple approach. Actually, the theory behind it is all in this paper. Okay, here's the cell structure. We have cell surface called membrane. Okay, this is cell membrane, and we have nucleus. Okay, and then two, this nuclear membrane. That's important. But the most important for tonight's theory is this mitochondria. So we already mentioned mitochondria, right? Now let me explain one more time about what's happening inside the cancer cell. Okay, here's the blood vessel. Inside the blood vessels, we have red blood cell carry oxygen around, all right? Also, the glucose in the blood too. So for blood glucose, and we have glucose transporter entered into inside the cell, right? So then what's the next? Then the glucose will become glucose 6-phosphate. Okay, then it continue